This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for July 27, 2023, retiree killed in Red Hills, St. Andrew. Investigators are probing the circumstances which led to the murder of a 73-year-old retiree in Red Hills, St. Andrew. Conley Foster, a farmer of Cedar Valley District, Cypress Hall in Red Hills, St. Andrew, was found murdered at his home Wednesday afternoon. His body was found wrapped in a sheet with what appeared to be a bullet wound to the torso. Restaurant owner shot dead in his Clarendon. A woman was shot dead in Hayes Clarendon on Wednesday afternoon. Investigators reported that 39-year-old Elisa Latchman-Peart, a chef of Cornpeace District, Hayes, was inside her restaurant when a man entered and ordered food. The man was being served when he pulled a firearm and opened fire on Mrs. Latchman-Peart. She died at the scene. The attack occurred about 12:57 p.m. at the Elisa Homestyle restaurant along the Hayes Main Road. No motive has been established for the attack. Opposition considering legal challenge against the bill to extend the DPP's tenure. Opposition leader Mark Golding says the parliamentary opposition is seeking legal advice as to whether it can challenge the government's decision to hurriedly push through a bill in the House of Representatives on Tuesday to extend the tenure of the Director of Public Prosecutions. Speaking at a press conference on Wednesday, Mr. Golding said the opposition has commenced the process of seeking legal advice and will speak further on the matter at an appropriate time in the event that we intend to go down that route.
We will be, and indeed have, commenced the process of seeking legal advice as to whether this can be challenged in court. And we will speak to that further at an appropriate time in the event that we intend to go down that route. But I'm warning Jamaica, this government cannot be trusted. They are undertaking a variety of critical changes to the way in which the country is governed, which are undermining our basic rights and freedoms and the democratic traditions that we hold dear.
Opposition spokesman on national security, Peter Bunting, said the government could compromise the office of the DPP.
Because every decision that the DPP makes going forward will be questioned. Is this really the best independent judgment of a prosecutor, or is it one who is beholding to a particular administration?
The decision to pass the bill to extend the retirement age of both the Auditor General and the Director of Public Prosecutions from 60 to 65 years has also been criticized by civic groups and constitutional experts. The opposition has indicated that its members could boycott the next two sittings of the Constitutional Reform Committee. Speaking at the People's National Party press conference on Wednesday, Anthony Hilton, a member of the CRC, said the action of the government to ram through the bill without a consultation with the opposition leader or the Reform Committee will have far-reaching implications. It has the implication for the Constitutional Reform Committee, of which there is not only government members. There are members of the opposition, and they are independent members, members who are not affiliated to any parties, but have their expert views and opinion to assist the committee on. Today there are questions. It would have been so good to have had this amendment referred to the committee and to make this a part of the public discussion, consultation with the public. Instead, what happened yesterday took place, Mr. Hilton lamented. Opposition spokesperson on justice, Donna Scott Motley, is also a member of the committee. Embattled the Seaforth High School bursar to be reinstated. Embattled the bursar at the Seaforth High School in St. Thomas, Noel Williamson, is to be reinstated as of September 1, 2023. This follows months of investigation and a review from the Personnel Committee, which later concluded that no financial irregularities were found at the school. The bursar was suspended in January after the financial controller at the Ministry of Education's Region 2 stated in a financial report that the bursar needed to give an account to the Board of Management regarding $21 million in unpaid non-statutory deductions withdrawn from teachers' salaries. but the bursar insisted that the non-remittance of deductions resulted from a shortfall in the monthly subvention from the Ministry of Education. In April, the Ministry of Education disbursed the outstanding amount to the school. The fate of the principal at the school, Calbert Thomas, who was also suspended following the report, is not known. Licensed firearm holder accused of discharging gun in public space freed. A licensed firearm holder accused of discharging the weapon within 40 feet of a public thoroughfare last year was freed Wednesday when he appeared in the St. Mary Parish Court. Rowan Ferguson was freed following testimony from the prosecution's second witness and the viewing of a video recording shown in court. The judge concluded that the video contradicts the investigating officer's statement. No further evidence was offered against Mr. Ferguson, who was represented by attorneys John Jacobs and Courtney Rowe. Reports are that on October 15, the investigating officer met Mr. Ferguson at Highgate Police Station following an incident. The officer said he was intoxicated and was speaking loudly. His firearm license and the certificate were requested. They were not in his possession but inside his car. His firearm, splinter casing, and the shirt were taken and sent to the forensic lab for ballistics testing. Veteran dancehall artist Mad Cobra released on bail. Veteran dancehall artist Mad Cobra has been released on bail after being arrested and charged in South Carolina in the United States for alleged cocaine and gun offenses. The Florence County Detention Center website says that the artist, whose given name is Stuart Everton Brown, was released yesterday as his bond was posted. The DJ was detained on Tuesday by deputies in Florence County following a traffic stop along the I-95 highway in the South Carolina. Police say the 55-year-old was driving a black BMW sports utility vehicle when he was signaled to stop for speeding. Prima facie case established the four-man accused of British resident's murder at a guest house. Prosecutors have made out a prima facie case against the Clarendon man charged in connection with the death of a British resident who was shot at a guest house in Book Hill, St. James in January this year. A prima facie refers to a case in which pretrial evidence was reviewed by a judge and determined to be sufficient to warrant the trial. The ruling was handed down in the St. James Parish Court during a committal hearing for Javon Brown of Baileystown, Clarendon, who was charged with the murder of Sean Patterson, 33, a personal trainer from West London in Britain, who was visiting Jamaica. Brown is represented by attorney-at-law Shernika Jackson. I find that there is enough evidence to send you to the circuit court where you will be tried, Presiding Judge Sasha-Marie Smith-Ashley ruled on Wednesday. After the ruling, Smith-Ashley remanded the accused in custody until November 27, when the case will be heard in the St. James Circuit Court. Allegations are that at about 12:10 p.m., Patterson was at a guest house when a gunman approached him and opened gunfire, hitting him in the upper body. The police were summoned and Patterson was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Brown was subsequently arrested during an operation in Kingston by members of the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Branch. The investigative file was submitted to the Director of Public Prosecution, who ruled that Brown be charged with murder and using a prohibited weapon to commit a murder. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.